Hey guys, Bel'Veth here and welcome to this support guide. Bel'Veth is finally out and we're gonna discover her potential as a support by analyzing one of my ranked games. In this video I will go over her strengths and weaknesses so you don't have to do the same mistakes and instead can just start by winning off your games immediately once you start playing her. In case you're new to the channel, then I was formerly Challenger and finished last season Grandmaster. And I'm also a video editor. I made videos for Reckless and G2 etc. So, since Bel'Veth is a new champion, I thought it'd be a good idea to quickly explain her abilities in a simple way. So she's just type of a fighter champion who scales off attack speed. And your passive grants you attack speed after each kill on champion, epic monsters or jungle camps. And your Q is like a Fiora Q, but you can only dash in 4 different directions at a time, and then each direction has its own little cooldown. But then your W is like a red cane knock-up, which then also resets the Q dash in the direction you're using the red cane W. Which then means, in reality, that you can dash forward to get in range of the knockup, and then you can dash again to get in range of the opponent, if that makes sense. So it's like a pretty good gap closer and pretty good CC. Your E makes you sit still, but while then rapidly attacking the nearest low health target next to you. And this doesn't prioritize champions, so you need to keep in mind that there shouldn't be any like low health minions next to you, because otherwise this ability will be targeting the minions because they have lower percentage health than the champion next to you perhaps. So the damage from this spell is based on missing health, so you basically want to use all your abilities to get close to the opponent and then press E to really like secure the kill basically, to finish them off. And this spell also gives you damage reduction, so that can also be quite useful. Your ult is a bit special because you can only use it after a champion takedown, herald, baron or dragon. So after that, a little purple lavender thingy will appear, and then you have to press R on that. And then you will slow enemies who are nearby, and then you will explode. And then after that you turn into your true form, which is a bat. A giant bat, which gives you movement speed, attack speed and range. Also quickly, the bars underneath your health bar, you don't need to focus too much on that, because that's just empowered basic attacks basically. It makes you attack faster. And it looks complicated, but it's really not. Like, the champion is actually really simple. Once you try it for yourself, you will know what I mean. So, like I said, Bel'Veth's abilities scale of attack speed, so therefore you of course want to try to get as much attack speed as you can from your runes. Therefore I recommend going precision and taking lethal tempo, as this will grant you a lot of stacking attack speed. So underneath you will go triumph, since you don't need overheal and you don't need any mana because you don't have mana. You want to take more attack speed, and then here you can choose if you want to be able to execute people who have low health, or if you want to deal more damage when you are the one with low health. My strategy is that I want to go like a bit bruiser support, because as a support you don't get that much gold, so it's actually really risky to play a champion like Bel'Veth who auto-attacks a lot and want to be in the face of the opponent if you don't have tanky stats. So therefore cut down doesn't make sense to take for me because of the way I play Bel'Veth support. So for this case I'll just go Coup de Grace, and in the secondary I will go Resolve, and this is what I'm talking about, because I want to go Overgrowth and Conditioning. Like, these two runes are really strong at the moment, and they really basically make it so you can build squishy items while still being tanky. It's like a way to sort of cheat the game, I feel like. So more attack speed here, and a little bit of damage to give you some strength in the lane. So you hit harder. Remember, you will be attack speeding quite a lot. You want to Q, auto attack Q to sort of reset your autos. You will see all of this, all the abilities and stuff will make sense once we're in game. And also one smart little thing is that you remember I said that your passive gives you permanent attack speed for the rest of the game once you kill a champion, epic monster or jungle camp. You actually don't have to kill the jungle camp, but you can just touch the jungle camp, and then if it dies within the next 3 seconds, you still get the stack. So even though you support, then you can still get some extra bonus stacks like that. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about her matchups, and then we'll go right into the game after that. So you want to treat Bel'Veth sort of like a Braum, like you want to pick him into melee compositions, since then you will be allowed to be in range of like your auto attacks and your Qs and so forth more and more. So therefore you want to avoid playing against people who are too high range, so I kind of recommend banning a ranged enchanter perhaps, because they could keep distance from you and help the AD carry kite. Also, you could ban potentially people who are too much CC, sort of like a Leona maybe, because if Leona locks you down, you don't have a lot to sort of survive that, because you won't be able to use your spells as much. But at the same time, if the Leona engages on your AD carry, you have a really good chance of hitting back hard, you know? If you are not the one who's being engaged on, you have a lot of damage that you can deal, and maybe you can turn the fight like that. So, in this specific game we're about to analyze, we are against a Siri and a Lulu, which might be one of the worst matchups possible for Bel'Veth support, since they are both ranged, and you know Siri, she's like running around super high speed, really good at kiting, and Lulu really enables that too. So what we will have to do this specific game is that we will have to play around the cooldowns of the enemies. This is like one of my #1 tips for any supports. When to fight in the lane, you want to wait for the enemy to randomly waste their cooldowns. Let's imagine that Lulu perhaps uses EQ, then you have like, let's just say 8 seconds window where those two abilities are on cooldown, which means that you probably, if there's a big fist fight, then you will win it because you have more abilities available compared to them. So that's gonna be our goal for this lane, to just wait for them to use their abilities and then see if we can maybe Q forward, get a knock up, Q again, get a good fight going on like that. We'll see. Okay, so now we're in game, and I hope the information so far has been useful to you. I'm gonna explain more tricks and stuff in this video, like small tricks and how Flash interacts with the different spells and so forth, and how the damage reduction also works. So as you can see, for starting items, I take the, I don't know if it's called plate steel cap, I don't know, but the AED support item, which is the relic shield, basically the one that executes minions, right? The other one is called spectral claw, I don't know, which is the one where you get gold from hitting opponents, but we don't want to do that since we're against double ranged, and also the one we took now gives a bit of health, so it makes you like more tanky. Oh, so as you can see, I warded the lane bush here. Usually you don't want to walk in here, you just want to go here, ward in the middle bush, because you should assume that enemy bot lane is doing the same. And if they sprint out of base and also ward this bush, they will see you recalling in this bush, and they can maybe make an ambush and kill you. So you want to be in the first bush only, and then put a ward in here, start recalling, and then buy sweeper. Maybe you guys don't know this yet, but I've talked about it in my other guides. But if you buy, if you place a ward at the early game and you buy sweeper, as you can see, it's only on a 40-second cooldown compared to the 3-minute ward cooldown. So by doing this, and the lane starts, you basically have 2 trinkets at level 1. It's like a trick that junglers use a lot as well, as you can see in your own games often, for sure. Yeah. But usually you should only do this if you're double ranged, because if you're double ranged, you're pretty sure to get pushed in the lane, which means that you will be pushing, and then the enemies will be stuck on the turret, and they want to ward the bush to see where the poke is coming from, right? But then you can sweeper the ward, and then they don't have any wards for ganks, and they're just fucked, right? So therefore you want to try to do the sweeper thing when you have 2 ranged. The reason why I did the sweeper trick in this game was because, first of all, I just wanted to test it out, how it is with Bel'Veth. I'm not really sure, right? Like, see the limits. And then, secondly, I was thinking that we are not leashing, so therefore we will get pushed the first waves, and maybe that can give us a lot of pressure. Anyways, well, let's see here. So this is obviously really good for enemy bot lane. They get a good trade. I tried to like be menacing, be scary. Doesn't work. So this is not a good trade level 1. So what we have to do now is try to stay healthy. But I know my Ashe took longsword and 3 potions, so she will be able to heal up. Also, it looks like we are half health, but once you take a potion or you level up, you get full health because we are so low level. So you can easily heal back up. So as you can see, my Q doesn't fully interact like a Fiora Q. It's the same principle, but it doesn't attach to the closest thing. So as you can see, I'm dashing forward here, but it doesn't damage because I have to touch things with the body itself. You know, Fiora actually doesn't have to like hit it with the body, but she just has to be close. So this is good, right? We get the ignite out from her. Okay. Let's see here. This is a little bit spicy. So as you can see, on this champion, you don't have a lot of range. Perhaps I should quickly explain the Q. You know how it is, right? This is a new champion. You see how there are 4 marks here. This means I can dash in these 4 directions without any cost, right? Once I've dashed one time, it goes away for a little bit. You see? So now this angle is like this angle of dash is gone. So I was trying to get level 2 first to get a W trade, right? She's really melee, so I think if we hit her, we can get her lower. I just dash out for safety's sake. I could maybe have dashed in one more time if I had Q. Let's see if I have. So right now I'm just standing forward to be scary, so they use heal actually. Like I know I won't be able to do much, but if you just pretend, sometimes you have to pretend like you're strong when you're weak. Ooh, we get early ganked by Kindred. I think if I recall correctly, she did, because we did split map, then she did split map too, which we were not focusing on. So basically she took her own red, we took our blue, and then she ganked immediately without taking any other camp. So that's a little bit special. I feel like we were in a pretty good spot though, because except for the gank, right? Because they had like no regular summoners. They had flash perhaps, but we have flash too, and then we can get the flashes out and maybe kill them, because Ashe is really good at running down people. So as you can see, the W is like a sort of knock up in front of you. As you see, the overgrowth is already doing work. And I don't know if you noticed level 1, but there's like a sort of bug with the relic shield right now, where it doesn't fully execute for some reason. Oh, look at this. This is the strength of the champion, I feel like. People don't know what the champion does yet, so you're gonna have the upper hand. Dash forward, use the W, get a new dash, right? So we can dash in again. Let's see. Yeah, flash dash, and she's dead. We can kill her too. I'm just gonna give the kill to the ADC. So let's see. I did the flash W thing, flash Q, and then do the E to finish off the kill. You know, like the. Then I have some more dashes. We can just hit her. I have so much attack speed, as you can see, right? Because of the lethal tempo, so it's really, really strong. As you can see there, you see this minion here? It doesn't fully execute, but it is what it is, right? It is really fine. But it's kind of annoying. But you just have to make sure that you attack extra times, I guess, because of this little bug. But perhaps once people watch this video in the future, that will be fixed. Who knows? Should probably do a reset. So you always want to push in the wave before you reset, of course, because if you, let's say you kill your opponent and you push in the wave, they're gonna lose the fact that you kill them and lose the wave. So this is really important, that you want to crash the waves after killing someone, because otherwise, what was the point, basically, sort of. Yeah, if you don't clear the wave, push in the wave after killing someone, maybe the wave goes in a bad space, and then they can freeze the wave, and then your advantage that you would have gotten is no longer an advantage. So remember, clear the wave. This is pretty basic, right? So I'm gonna walk back to lane. I'll just skip 5 seconds ahead, because why not? So this ward is ours. Like, they don't know where Warwick is right now, so you can just be menacing. You can you know, show that as if you're really strong. They have a lot of minions now, so we don't want to look for a trade. Otherwise we could. See, there's a little bug, but it's fine. Just out attack again. Again, that was a problem though. But if I Q it, then it's fine. Remember, you have no cost on the Q, so it's really fine. I feel like it's good. Just like when you play AP Shaco support or something, you just dance or Q forward is what I mean. With this champion specifically, you want to Q forward just to make them scared that maybe your W is gonna come out. But if they keep distance just like this and poke us down, they will have a good time. So we just have to make sure that we try to find a timing where they don't have their spells. So this is something that a trick you should do in your games. You see, this wave that is coming is the siege minion wave. So therefore you want to try to do Grump, especially now because it's a kindred with Mark on the Grump, right? But if you do Grump, then you get a lot of gold, and also for some reason Grump gives you so much XP, so much health and mana left, or like back after you kill it, like that, you see? So even though you end up taking a lot of damage from it, you get all of it back. So there's like no cost except, and potentially an angry jungler on your team from taking the grump. So it's like something you should keep in mind and try to do. You always have Qs, right, to dodge. So I feel like even if you play against, just say, Nautilus or something, you can maybe like bait his hook, dodge to the side, and then try to engage with your W somehow. So just like the engage is pretty strong. Of course, other champions in the game can do similar things, but if you insist on playing Bel'Veth support, then yeah, it's fine. Of course, I don't recommend just first time getting ranked. I'm gonna talk a little about this later after the video, but like that, okay. And then I'm gonna use E soon. Yeah, it feels really good. It just. Of course, I'm not saying it's broken or anything whatsoever, but it's playable. Dash forward, get the W knock up. You reset the Q so you can dash the same direction. I do the auto tech reset, auto Q, auto. Yes, keep dashing. Now I can't dash any more forward, so I proceed to use my E, which damages the lowest health within the circle, which is Seri, and it deals a lot of damage. Now I have some Qs. See, really good, really nice, really nice. So how does this fight start? They use shield, they use Q, they don't have it, and she steps up. This is a major mistake, right? Get the knock up, dash in, start hitting a lot. Nice. Then, as you can see here, I only have Q this way and this way, but even though it's like this direction, you can still dash a little bit to the side. So it's not like only those 4 angles exactly. So even though it's like you have 4 angles only, then you have like more options. It's like pretty chill about it. Yeah, so get double kill. Oh no, Kindred is coming, but I feel like we could beat her. I got the knock up, right? So if she comes closer, but the thing is Ahri is on the way. I remember this in game, I was like, we need to run immediately, because Kindred is just trying to stall us, like keep us there until Ahri comes. Okay. Oh, a little bit early flash by Ashe. Maybe I can get a kill, but she's level 6 though, so what's the point? Okay, so I guess both me and Ashe entered a bit there. Just need to keep in mind that mid laners can roam, obviously. Not a very new thing, but it's like you need to keep that in mind. So for items on the champion, as I said, I want to be a little bit bruiser-ish, like a bruiser fighter, rather than usually you would go like Kraken Slayer and Blade of the Ruined King. But if you build this on support, where you're gonna be under level compared to if you're like a, let's just say, mid laner, jungler, or whatever, then you're gonna feel really weak and really squishy. Unless you're just having a game where you go 10-0, right? But therefore, I recommend that you get some early boots with some tenacity or ninja tabi, because those boots really make you tanky in the early game. And then after that, since you need to buy attack speed some way to make your champion like as good as possible, since the spells scale off attack speed, then I will buy like what's it called, Immortal Shield Bow, since it gives you attack speed, it gives you health every time you finish an item, and then also it gives you that big shield once you get low. So by doing that, you're sort of like kind of tanky, and all the health you get from that item will stack together with your overgrowth rune as well. So basically my goal is to get Immortal Shield Bow and then get Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver reduces the armor of your opponent when you're hitting them, and if you press E, it's gonna go down super quickly, just shred that armor so your teammates can kill them. And this is especially good against tanks, of course, because the armor shredding is like a percentage. So the more armor they have, the more armor you will reduce. But yeah, those items can be a bit expensive in general. I mean, all items are. So therefore, for my 3rd and 4th item, I try to get like a supportive item, because those are cheap and you won't get that much gold as a support in general, right? So let's see what happens here. Doing the dash here, the knock-up misses, but it's fine. I have one Q a little bit to the right, I guess. I need to use my E here, I feel like. Yeah, really good. Oh, so you see, this is the lavender thing I was talking about with the ult. Turn into it. Now I am this like super form. I think it's for 1 minute. And then when you're the super form, you can Q over walls. Otherwise, you can't do that. So you can Q over walls, and you can do really big walls, by the way. You can Q here. Maybe, yeah, you can Q here too. Like, it's sort of like Flash, you know? If you can reach over halfway past the wall, then you reach the whole way. if that makes sense. It's like a trick on Lysandra E as well, like the claw that you can abuse. We see here, yeah, I can dash here if I wanted to, I feel like. So I'm just gonna be here, and then when the AD carry comes, we can either dive it, but preferably I just want to zone her off, because we don't have Azul right now, I can see. So I thought she was gonna ward. Let's see here. Oh, I feel like we failed the tanking. We failed the tanking here. You see? Because I should be tanking. Let's see. See, she's tanking right now, but now we should start hitting her. Because I should be tanking. And then this one, my E gives damage reduction against turrets as well, which is then good for diving. I don't know why I let go of it here. I mean, I could tank one more only, but still, I should tank that one more only. I mean, we're just super not coordinated, but if we play perfectly, it's a kill. But it was just greedy, right? Because you can't rely on people in rank game as much. So it's like both me and her fault, I guess. Because we didn't coordinate our stuff very well there. So this is like a Hylisang trick I sometimes do. Like, you know, like my items right now. Like what would I buy? Like I would upgrade Vamp Scepter maybe, I don't know. Like, you know, like from basing right now, I don't really get anything except filling my refillable. I don't have support items, so I can't get the wards. So what I do instead is that they think I recalled, of course, because my ADC died, but instead I'll just sit in a bush and then have a flank position ready for when my ADC comes back. See? Warwick is smurfing. I get the knock up there. Like, since she was already dead, I just say my knock up for Lulu. We're hitting hard. Nice, 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 nice. Now I get the form again, so I can stay as the giant bat. And be extra strong. So, make sure to write Nisu in the chat to get the team morale up. Just gonna hit this wave, so I could use Q for wave clear. Like that. I don't have relic stack, so he has to take the big minion. So you can auto attack the turret really fast, but as you can see here, you can't use E. So that's good to keep in mind. Otherwise you will be able to kill the turret really fast. But you can just auto attack and you will have so much attack speed, right? So it's pretty good in general. Just setting it up for them. I could have tanked one more shot again. But you see, like the strength is pretty nice. And then here, slowing Lulu, making the explosion. Use E for damage reduction. But it's not enough. But it was a really nice try, I feel like. Or like in terms of champion limits, it shows it a lot, right? Like, look how little damage I'm taking here. Like how? How don't I die there? It's crazy. I feel like our Victor is getting a bit outroamed, but it's us. We are pushing too far up. We do have good wards though, so I'm not sure. We could have prevented that death, right? But yeah. Maybe Ari was not even there actually, now I think about it. Anyways, let's continue. So now it's the mid game basically, right? Laning phase is over, so basically after every single recall in general as a support, you want to go to river, you want to go this way, we ward pixel bush. Or put a few wards after the sidestone especially. So here, out of fog, knock up to delay him from dealing damage to Victor. See, nice Sonya's by him. I remember this. I can't catch the Ahri. I wanted to flash Q. Like I wanted to flash Q, but she has one charge of ult left, so I can't do it. She's just waiting for me to do it, basically, you know? Like she's waiting for me to flash so she can use ult. So instead I should just have been hitting the Kindred, especially because I had my E, right? But maybe Lulu was too strong there, so maybe that was not good anyways. Let's see, I need to dash, I need to flash. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it was not good. We tried to save the Victor there, but it was not enough. See, like, if I was a champion like Lulu, maybe I can save him, right? Because shields. This is really good because people don't know what the champion does. He thinks he can dash on me here, but I can just Q away and then get a W if I had it, right? And then he tanks turret and probably dies. But I didn't have W here at the time, so that's a bit unlucky. But you can just dash past everything like this. Like it feels really nice, especially for a support main. Then, you know, when you play against Riven or some bullshit, then it's like they can just Q and do anything they want. They can Q and dash in every single direction all the time. Like, you know, when you play against Fiora or Riven, and it makes it really hard to hit them with skill shots, which can be a bit frustrating when you're a support main and you play like some really stuck champion that can't do anything in terms of dashes. So it feels really fun and really nice to be able to dash so much as a support. Yeah, so I could hold. Nah, I need to push these minions. I'm just trying to cancel their recalls by like baiting them to go on me, and then I'll do the dash again. The W also feels like really nice. So one trick that you can't do. You know, imagine that you were Wing and then you flash to change the direction. No, that doesn't work. You need to flash first and then W. So yeah, I was like wanted to cancel Ori here, make her not recall, because she's like, oh, what if Bel'Veth comes? So I just tried to sneak around, like not going in there, because then I'll die, right, if I face check her, but just like pretend like I'm gonna go there. So she's like hungry, you know, she wants to kill me there. But yeah, it's just small things. There's a ward here, so we can't kill. So at this sort of a state where you don't know what to do, generally, go-to thing is just go with your jungler. If you and your jungler are together, and you end up going top, mid, or bot, you will always have numbers advantage basically, which means that there will be more players from your team and less players from their team, because you and your jungler are together, which means you're gonna be 3 people basically wherever you go, right? And hopefully they will be 1 or 2, and then you will always be more people. So that's like a go-to thing. I think I should just use some relic stacks, go recall because I need some wards. Again, the bug with the relic shield thing. It is what it is. Nice knock up here. Kindred is here. Polymorph ult. I mean the damage is fine. If Kindred is not there, it's fine. Let's see. Oh, nice, nice. We got the return kill at least. Warwick is here. I'm not sure where he was, but that's not his fault. Oh, that's a good Warwick ult. Polymorph is popping though. Like Lulu is a strong champ, right? Okay. If they're both flashing and jumping and sprinting, like look at Seri. In this current patch where I'm making the video, which is the patch of Bel'Veth coming out, the Seri is insanely broken. Like she has insanely high win rate. They buffed her and they buffed her too much, so they're gonna hotfix her probably. Yeah. So use the summoners. You can time that eventually. You know, flashes are 5 minutes. That's the cooldown of flash. If they have Cosmic Insight, which is the rune, then it's minus 40 seconds. If they have cooldown boots, it's minus 30 seconds. So let's say they have cooldown boots, then it's instead of 5 minutes, it's 4.5 minutes. So I'm just doing the camp to remove the Kindred stack and to get my passive stack. Yeah. So yeah. Gonna get the relic, bugging, very nice. That's actually a problem, they need to fix that. But yeah, yes, let's see. So one thing I haven't done this game, and I haven't mentioned yet, is how important it is for you to touch Herald. You really want to do Herald on this champion. It's insane if you do Herald on this champion, okay? If you do Herald on this champion, it will spawn a little lavender flower again, like as if you killed the champion. And then when you pick up that lavender flower, then you will turn like Super Saiyan mode because you're both void basically. So if you kill Baron or Herald, you get the 3-minute buff with the Super Bat form instead of 1 minute. And nearby enemy minions who die near you, they turn into sort of CC rot pets, like small voidlings or whatever, that then can push well. So basically, if you get the Herald, you can just make minions out of nowhere and you can push really hard because you have so many voidlings. Because every single enemy minion spawns a voidling if you're nearby. So it's really, really strong. So you want to try to roam when Herald is up to be a part of taking the first Herald. That's like really important on this champion. So unfortunately, that does not happen this game, but that's something you want to look out for. We want to try to do that basically. And then also this is the same with Baron, so make sure to be a part of taking Baron so you can get the same effect. Imagine that you have Baron and you have those voidlings, is like crazy push potential. I think the voidlings, they don't really get empowered by the Baron buff, but all your regular minion will do that, so it just adds a lot and is really, really nice. So in this game state, as you can see, we are 3-3-7, pretty good. This dragon seems a little bit greedy. Let's see if I can help my ADC. I have knock up soon. So I'm using all my Qs first and then E to execute them. Get the see, the slow is really nice. Get knock up. We're trying to do the dragon. She did get away. This Kindred here. Oh, flashing after, but polymorph. No, polymorph. Okay, okay. Let's see here. Let's see here what we could have done better. So you wanna? I have 2 dashes up, which is good, right? I saved the dashes up because Camille is gonna go. I could have body blocked the E from Camille, so so I should be less afraid. Basically, I have a good Q angle here. Do the E because I have no Qs left, and she's a bit low. Sirius here. I get a slow on her. He's really low. So right now we wanna be turning on the Kindred, but she ulted. So the Warwick ult was a little late actually, because if he ulted earlier, Kindred wouldn't have ulted, you know? And then we can maybe kill her. Okay, I flash after, and then the Lulu polymorph flies with me from the dragon over here, which is really unlucky. But I think, let's see if I deal damage even though I polymorphed. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't do, but I still get the damage reduction. So basically, if you get CC'd while using your E, you still get the damage reduction for the full duration, but you don't deal damage basically. Only if it's like a fear, I think. If you get feared while using your E, you still deal damage for some reason. Like you keep shooting, I don't know why. But yeah. If you get taunted, and I don't know, like the Renata ulted, then you start shooting on teammates and stuff, so. But you don't need to worry about that unless it's a Renata ult, right? So, it's really, really fine. Okay, so as you can see, we finished the Mortar Shield Bow. I got like quite a lot of health. The thing is, like, if I don't go this rune and these items, I'm gonna be so squishy, and then I won't have any fighting power. Unfortunately, I can't dash this wall right now because I am not in my ult form. So therefore, I have to run around. I was trying to get like a W. If I wait a little more, maybe with the fear coming in. So I'm just gonna try to Q forward. I don't have Qs right now, so I need to just E or wait for my W. I decided not to use my E there. Thought maybe I can W. Okay, this looks okay. This is really good. So what happens here? My Qs come back up. So I Q1, Q2, W, Q3, and that's a kill. So that's really good. I use my E for the execute damage there, so that's really, really good. Now I'm the big fat bat form again. Okay, we have one more Q. It's like a bit awkward direction, but yeah. So yeah, I tried to dash. I failed the dash there. It's kind of funny. Just gonna pretend like I'm interested in chasing, just to stop their recalls and stuff. So I'm just gonna, let's see here. Oh yeah, forgot to mention your W. It stops like knockups. Sorry, it stops like people flying against you, so you can like interrupt stuff. So for example, Camille was Eing towards me, right? Then we just interrupted her E. See, I have no good Qs. Only one more here. Nice. E. Okay, nice. So get another ult to reset the 1 minute thing. I can Q over here, fight maybe. Everyone is coming though. I'm not dealing like super much damage. I still have my Immortal Shield Bow. Let's see here. I could dash in. She has ult though. Let's see. Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, there's a turret, so I have to dash to the right, or like walk to the right at least. So, bit hard, right? I think if you look at the scoreboard, so Kindred is ahead a lot. Warwick was smurfing. I think he was like 7-2 or something like this. Botlane was going pretty well, like 2-6 Seri. But we kinda made Kindred fed because we didn't respect jungler as much, I guess. So Kindred being fed is our fault, I feel like. But of course, Jax is having a really tough time in the top lane. So he's not gonna be very strong on the side lane. So we'll see what happens here. I feel like we have some pretty good like pick potential, but if they keep split pushing, then we will struggle a lot. Because we can't really contest the Kindred. And if Kindred goes to Camille, what are we gonna do? So yeah, we'll see here. We keep getting shutdowns onto Kindred though, so that's pretty good. Because she has so many kills, so even though we kill her once, she has another shutdown. Also, you need to buy pink wards, it's really important. Always, I feel like we need to ward this Baron because he's gonna die soon if we don't. So I'm just going there, it's already dead because of that bad fight. I see here. So yeah, I'm just gonna clear these because they went base, right? I mean, there's a low risk that they stayed, but Kindred is bot right now. That looks like a catch to me, honestly. If we can get to her, if she's not taking like portal, yeah. As I ping the portal like question mark, is she gonna take it? Ashe ult went wide, unfortunately. Would have been a really good catch otherwise. Let's see. I can't queue over this wall, unfortunately. Trying to look for W angle. Maybe she wants to queue over. Maybe I can just delay these guys. Like if I go in. Oi, good knock up. Good. Victor. Ah, it's not enough damage from our side. This is bad fight now. It could be good now. They go in a lot. Yes. It's gonna turn into the bat. I wonder if turning into the bat is actually not the best decision here. Let's see. This is really good because he's just hitting these guys and ignoring the Camille, and I'm sort of like trying to CC Camille. I mean, it's fine that I turn into the bat, I guess. But I think ideally I want to be hitting her more and then turn into her. So when you turn into the bat, all the nearby lavender pieces, they disappear. So you can only like explode once, you know what I mean? Like this. So yeah, I pick up one here, the other one is gone. But if someone dies afterwards, you can explode again. So if there are many pieces on the ground, they all disappear at once. But if later, if someone dies, you can pick that up as well, and you can just keep like ulting like that, right? To deal damage and slow people, like Lissandra passive almost. Just gonna join this because he is scared. And I'm pretty tanky, so he can't one-shot me, because Ahri nowadays doesn't deal that much burst damage. It's more like CC. So now I can Q walls, because I'm the bet. Just gonna reset together. Just gonna Q walls because it's fun. Could Q faster walls, but I'm still learning a little bit in terms of mechanics like that. This could be a potential pick, but I'm not sure. I will be so alone if I go right now, so I don't want to go. She saw me on the sweeper, so that's why she went in. I'm using my E, cause yeah. Let's see, we really need this dragon, but not sure if we can get it. Oh, he did get it. That was really good. I feel like they're one dragon away from soul, I think, so it was really good. This fight is really bad, so we want to get out. You know what I mean? Like we already got the dragon, so we can enjoy. Actually, now. What happened? How did it suddenly look good? Like right now, it looks awful, right? I think the Kindred ult is fucking them over, no? The Warwick is healing like crazy here. The fact that he can just stay alive here is crazy. Okay, so we actually win. And then Jax was doing a lot here. He got a big stun here. 3-man stun into eating them with Conqueror. Ah, she's fast, so I can't catch to her. But it's good though. This was good. Got the dragon and everything. Got some shutdowns too, I think. Fortunately, I can't queue at the moment. Unfortunately as well, I didn't get assists in that fight. So I couldn't turn into the bat, but it is what it is. It's a bit confusing, right? Because sometimes when you run fast, it looks like you have bat. And right now when I'm hitting, it looks like I'm in the ult, but I'm not in the ult. Because they look a little bit similar, but I guess the more you play it, then the more you see the difference. Just gonna push that in. It's fine to take the wave like that because your team is completely base and they are also not there, so they just lose the wave. So it's really fine to take. It's a bit hard to judge, I guess, if it's when to do it or not. This is too greedy. It's like just a crab, and everyone is resetting and they're coming from base. I don't like this. Yeah, they're coming from base here. Now I don't have any good Qs here. It's really bad. This is really bad. I have to just help him, I guess. But they have Kindred. It's like impossible. This was really bad. This was really bad. So, key thing to take away there is respect that they came back from base, but it's just a scuttle crab, so it was really irrelevant. We have lots of gold to spend, so it was really bad. They'll probably get an inhib from this maybe, if Victor doesn't either wave or wave clear. Okay, he decides to eat nothing. Disaster. Let's see. Oi oi oi. They're not doing very well right now. That's really bad. I got my second item here. So like I said, third item is really hard to get the money for it. For the whole item, so you just want to get some like small components that give you stats. This could be Kindle Gem, perhaps, something like that. Gives you CDR or whatever. Not necessarily that you need it on this champion, but like you want to get something that is kind of cheap, that is useful, even though it's not the full item. So Kindle Gem is generally good. Since you most likely won't be getting the full third item. Just gonna share the relic shield because I'm pretty late with finishing it. I feel like I low-key wanna blame the bug for that, like, because it made me miss a few minions. So yeah, just do a recall. You might, whenever you recall, you might as well place, like I'm checking if I can place any wards without removing some of the ones I have, and I could, so I would just place one ward because why not? There's no cost. Then they're gonna get some pink wards, always pink wards, really important when Baron and stuff is up. Sometimes you don't need to buy 2 and stuff in general, like throughout the whole game. That's like some moments you can just buy 1 or even buy 0, but when it's like mid game and Barons and stuff are coming up, then it's really important, because if you're team fighting and it's near bushes, if you just place a pink in a bush, it's so good. It's so good. Because then they can see inside the bush in the whole fight, and people can hide in the bush, and oi 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 oi. That's a 1v3 angle here. Okay, good arrow I guess. I'm trying to dash forward. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that was good actually. That was really good. We're gonna consume the mark. W misses from me. She's so fast, it's a bit hard. So I place a ward so we can see what they're doing. So basically Victor traded 1-for-1 with Kindred, and we traded 1-for-1 in mid lane, but Camille is split pushing. So we should have had Jax on the side lane here. Can't catch her, so I'll just go up. But we should have had Jax on the side lane trying to depush. But I don't think we have TP, so that's probably why he didn't go. That's the hard thing about this new meta, right? People are running Ignites everywhere on all solo lanes, so makes organizing stuff when Baron is up makes it harder, because you have to play better. So basically, let's say it's Camille versus Malphite or something, and then Camille is just gonna be so good on the side lane because no one has TPs. So when Baron is up, it's such a win condition for Camille and Fiora and stuff like this. Maybe there's an angle. I don't have flash or dash, so I can't reach. Well, I can get the dragon at least. That's pretty good. But yeah, basically we got out rotated there, right? Because we don't have TPs, and there was a random mid lane fight where we had Jax die. So unfortunately I didn't have dash there to get over the wall to touch the dragon. Otherwise I could have gotten my stack, you know? So that's like a mistake, right? You wanna be touching the dragon, so you get 2 Lavender stacks. I tried to like D-push to make some side lane pressure, but it's really hard because they can just group with the Baron right now. So, but remember, if you're ahead, you're gonna snowball harder because you can get the Baron, and you can get the Baron minions together with your passive minion voidling things. So you want to get Herald, you want to get Baron on this champion, okay? So you want to be roaming whenever those are up or playing for them. So they have 2 inhibs now, I think. Once you get 3 inhibs, that's when the enemy minions start having, I think it's 2 super minions on each wave, so it makes it really hard to defend. So yeah, at the moment we're just trying to get a catch. If we can find a pick somewhere. This champion, Bel'Veth, is really good at clearing jungle camps, so whenever if you feel like it, you can clear jungle camps really easily. It's like even in the early game, your champion kit is just allows you to hit jungle camps really hard, because I guess it's designed to be a jungler, right? So your base damage against the jungle camps is so high. This could be a good angle actually, but we don't have Ashult, but Lulu was not grouped with the team there, so that could have been good. But we don't have Ashult right now, so that's a bit unlucky. Maybe get the W on the siege minion. Okay, Ash is spraying. I feel like right there, I think that's a game winner maybe. If Warwick ulted this Camille ult, or Camille E, like to not be CC'd, and then she's being eaten here and Ash is spraying, then I think that changes a lot. But this Ari ult is also really good, so that was really good. Okay. I need to what the fuck is going on here? So I dash in, press E, W. Yeah. Okay, this is like the strength, right? You can kite really well on this champion. Ah, he buffered it up. But like you can you can kite really well on this champ. Just kind of try to make them separate here, right? Try to make Lulu. Oh, Camilla's there. Kindred, sorry. But like, try to make it so she doesn't run to the Seri. So maybe my team could kill Seri, but now they need to run because yeah, we're less people. But Kindred is really strong in this game. But I did take so many of her marks though in the jungle, like stole away. So that's something at least. So as you can see right now, I just bought a Kindle Gem to get some strength, and I'm thinking of going Anathema's Chain to make it so that she is CC'd for more. Another shutdown, but it was a small one this time on Kindred. But basically, if I have that, then she will be CC'd for longer from Ashe, Victor, Jax, Warwick, whatever. Because we need to make this Siri unable to move, right? So that item is gonna do a lot, and then also I will take reduced damage from her. So yeah, I'm also just considering other supportive items. You can get Knight's Vow potentially. They just buffed it so it has more cooldown reduction. But at the same time, you're sort of paying for HP regen. As you can see, Camille and Arya are going for a pick here. We have a ward over here, so we can see that not everyone is there, so it's just these two. It's gonna be hard to get this one right though. I tried to cancel it mid-air. Ashe ult is a little late, I feel like. Maybe it was not up. W. Gonna have to dash out here. She got hit by Charm. This is fine. Okay. I mean, 1-for-1, but it's like a bit of a mess, right? Because Camille is still split pushing. Actually, it was Siri was split pushing with Kindred. Kindred is strong, right? So let's see. Just stole away the Kindred mark again. Get some passive stack too. I could have had many more passive stacks this game if I was able, like if we were in a more winning position, I could be around my jungler when he does his camps and get some stacks from there, and then we can get the Herald going. And okay, let's see. Good. Probably Sweeper. But I guess, yeah. Well, yeah, I do. They're both down here. She's gonna try to dash over soon, I think. Okay, she dashed my thing with her. Oh, he's flashing over, but I can't follow this. I need to just start running around. Meanwhile, they're split pushing a bot lane. This looks greedy. I could have flash W there, I guess, but it looks really greedy still because he's 1 health. So basically, I just ended up wasting my flash there. So I feel like this is the second time in the game where, in this specific area even, where I'm like trying to help out a teammate, but I should just run away because he can get out. So, oi. Okay, I guess we're dead. That was like Seri things, I think. Seri vibes, just dashing the wall. She did dragon, so I guess she should be obvious, but she's really fast though. Like, she did dragon, is already here. But it's like the long dash over the wall, so that makes sense. It's just a bit season 12 things, right? But yeah. Let's see. That could be really dangerous, but I guess it's 3 versus 3. Baron is up though, they're gonna get that. Oh! I really remember this. We stole the Baron. Bloop! Oh yeah. That's a game changer, right? That is a game changer. I wish I was there to collect the Voidling Lavender Soul thing. So we could get those Voidling pets going. One thing I don't know about the Voidlings actually is if they help the enemies stack their overgrowth. Because one trick you can do with overgrowth is that you pick it against something like Syra, and then every time her plants die, you get overgrowth health from that. Which then allows you to like get a lot of bonus health, which is so like Syra's plans are almost working against her. So that's pretty interesting. So I wonder if the Voidlings from Bel'Veth also give health to overgrowth to the enemies, because that could be worth considering. Because then you don't want to go near someone who has overgrowth that often. But yeah, let's see here. They're really grouped. They have soul. This is good though. I got charmed. Let's see. Oh, how she got the ult off because of Lulu ult cancelling the Warwick. But if my knock up was like, if I wasn't charmed, I would have knocked up now, and then he wouldn't have been able to ult, and then he would have killed, and we can maybe turn. We need to get onto the Seri though. Let's see. I'm doing my E, dashing everywhere, turning into this, and dead to Seri. 800 AP magic damage. Okay, good Jack stun there, man. Really good Jack stun. 4 man. Oi! He just flashed nothing. Let's see here. Ashe is like playing really well in general. Let's see. But this was not good. Because now he doesn't have flash. Oi! And he got the right charm right after. Makes it even like more, what's it called? Sad. because then he could have flashed that and flashed forward, killed Ari. Maybe he can kill Seri too. Depends, right? This technical stuff. Let's see here. They push. They can't end because we're spawning, so that's all good. I'm just pretending like I want to cancel her from the portal. Like if I go too close, she will kill me. So I just like make it so she. Oh yo, that's a fast Warwick. Make it so she can't. I don't have Qs right now, so I can't come in. Just gonna do the E. But as you can see, this champion if you're behind like this is not the best. Other support champs would be doing a lot more to help the team, right? If I was Lulu, I would have helped my Ashe a lot more in these fights. We could maybe win. So this champion is, while it's decent, it works, then it's not OP or anything, right? So you should play it because you enjoy it. You know what I mean? Nice. Okay, so dashes. Why are we not blocking that? We should have blocked so she couldn't E over. He needs to Q back on me. Yeah, that's unlucky. We're 37 minutes in game right now. Oof. So long. So long. But maybe you guys are used to it. My games are always like 25 minutes. But yeah. So you saw they threw skill shots into that bush, which means that they don't have vision in that bush either. So that's good to know, like to keep in mind. So maybe I can go in there, but I don't really want to be flanking, right? We want to be Ashe ulting, but we were busy clearing a bot lane wave. But we should have had someone else on bot lane and then have Ashe in mid lane so she can go mid, top or bot to ult. So she's always ready to ult. I mean, this is like a little bit flip. Nice try, but it's a bit flip, right? But if it hits, it's a long range Ashe ult, which means then that, okay, I'm risking it. I was scared of a charm or Everfrost or something. Was that worth it? I don't think Ashe was in range anyways, so I was like, I mean, if he started walking here and then this hits, Warwick ult could have worked, I guess, decently. I don't know if he flashed or only Seri E'd. I think he only Seri E'd. Oh my god, actually, this would have hit if Seri wasn't like a bit nasty in terms of what she can do, right? She just randomly jumps over a wall as ADC. This is why I don't like it. But that's also why I think playing Bel'Veth is fun, right? Because you can also dash. I can't dash over the wall though, unless I have my form, but in general I can't dash over the walls, right? Yeah, that's why I also enjoy it. So you wanna, as you can see here, auto attack in between. When you don't have Qs, you wanna do your E. Don't have Ashe ult still, so I wanna see if we can do that. This game is like really intense. I feel like I said before the game started, this matchup is so awful for me, like this game, because I can't auto attack as much as I would like to. This is a really good pick. I'm not sure why she's recalling there. Okay, you got the Ashe. She did. The Ari didn't have ult, so she had to flash. But I feel like the longer the game goes, the more passive stacks I will get, and also the more overgrowth I will get. So it's like fine, I guess. I need to change my Knight's Vow back to Ashe. I had it on Warwick in one fight because Ashe was dead, I think. So I need to change it back. This is a bit flip. I hope we can get this. Let's see here. They're about to jump in, so I want to see if I can stop this. I could have stood closer to stop her here rather than here. Maybe she's not. But Dragon is on their side, is walking back into the pit to be in range. Okay, we got the Dragon. So I'm doing my E right now. I'm gonna Q. Auto. Gonna turn into this. Actually, that dodged the Ari Q, so that was really good. Waiting for my Q. Boop. Oh, she doesn't see me. Got the knock up auto. Ah, nice. I like this. I like this champ, it's cool. Camille was trying to end this whole time, but I was not too scared, I feel like. Because we had like some people who were basing here. Let's see. It was a bit close, I guess. We have open Nexus now and 3 inhibs down. So that's a bit spicy. But yeah, this is what it is. As you can see, I'm not really like lifestealing. I can lifesteal with my E, as you can see here. But it's not that much. But basically your E gives damage reduction and a little bit of lifesteal, so that's good to know, I guess, for you guys. But it's not that much when you're support, so it's fine. Like, you don't need to think too much about it. Lulu is back. I have the Elder, so I don't have to be that scared. This is a moment where I make a mistake, right? Because I don't have Q up for it, and I'm kind of like dying to it, waiting for my Q. So I decided not to do it, not to help. Because we have it anyways, but I was forgetting that I could get the Voidling thing. So I should definitely go fucking in there. I remember too late, you see? And then I was like, oh fuck. I was like zoning out or something, I'm not sure. So that was like really bad, because I could have gotten so many Voidlings from all of these minions in base. It would have been insane. Hopefully it would not count as overgrowth for the enemy, but that would have been insane. Like imagine all of these minions from enemy team would have turned into our minions basically. In smaller versions. But that would have been fucking insane. So that was a huge missed opportunity, I feel like. Would have helped us defend a lot more. Series broken. Anyways, need to place some wards. Basically, you always want to have 3 wards out, right? And when you don't have wards in your inventory, you want to try to base unless anything important is coming up. For example, Dragon or Baron or whatever. Which if it's like so soon that you can't recall it and be back in time. So I put my Anathema on Seri, like we talked about earlier. And then now I will be warding it one more time or something. I'm trying to get an early ward that can spot Camille if she's running for some sort of backdoor in the bot lane early, so we can react in time. But I feel like they can just group and try to run down the Nexus and end, so we'll see what happens here. The Elder is running out on my teammates, I think. So we won't have that now, which then means that they have a good chance to fight us. Gonna buy Elixir, because I'm actually full items, which is really rare. You could have sneaked in like maybe Death Dance or something into build. Okay. Nice. Ah, GA, man. The GA though. They're just gonna go for Nexus. No! Kindred ult, and then they can just end. Damn. It was a good game though. Like, in general, like we were pretty strong in the lane. Like, in the matchup that should have been a problem. We were able to find kills, so I think we killed them 4 times, right? And then you should focus, and I should focus more on the Herald and be around the map more together with your jungler, sharing the camps a little bit. You don't take the gold, you just touch the camps, so you still get the stack. Remember, it's within the last 3 seconds before it dies. If you have touched it, you still get the stack, so that's good. But yeah, GG's. I think this was a real bit difficult game because they had a ranged jungler with Kindred and a ranged Lulu. If those are melee, we will be able to out-attack more. I feel like in the team fights in this specific game, it was really hard to get in range of people. Like I kinda had to rely on Camille engaging onto us or me dashing forward a lot. It was really hard to reach the Sari, for example. But if we just can kill, like, if we can kill the front line more easily, the melee champions, then we will be able to get the resets, turn into the bat, do the slowing field, you know, with the lavender plant, and then the fights will look a lot more different. Like the team fighting will be a lot stronger then, right? So it was a bit a difficult game in terms of matchup, but I feel like it went pretty fine. I feel like if we just played a little bit better, we would have won. And the Kindred ult was also really a problem because it stops us from getting that sort of reset thing. But yeah, it was a really close game, like 40 minutes long, and they ended with a Kindred ult on Nexus, so it is what it is. Alright, so the goal of this video is not to teach a bunch of people of how to troll in their ranked games or whatever, but more to show you exactly how to make the most use of Bel'Veth support, so you can actually enjoy it if you feel like playing for fun or whatever in normal games. Then you can enjoy the champion together with your friends or whatever. And then if you feel comfortable enough on the pick, then you can play it in ranked. And just remember to practice before you do so. You know, you have to be a nice teammate. No one wants to have like a 0-20 Bel'Veth support on their team. So just remember to practice and do your best and always play to win. Don't FF. And other than that, thank you so much for watching the video. And I hope you want to watch some more of the guides or whatever. If you feel like Bel'Veth is not for you, or maybe it is your big thing, who knows. But yeah, thank you so much. See ya.